Thank you so much for joining me today at Everyday Yoga. This is a live Zoom recording of a chair yoga class. My pronouns are she and her. My name is Christine, and I am recording here from the lands originally inhabited by the Kalapuya Indians. So today, our chair yoga practice we'll start in a nice, safe, comfortable chair. If you want to do this sitting in a couch or an easy chair, definitely feel free to be comfortable there, but make sure that you can sit firmly down on the seat, that you don't have any wheels that are going to roll away from underneath you, and that your feet can be connected to the floor. If you're not in a place where you can take your shoes off or you don't feel comfortable being barefoot, go ahead and keep your shoes on and just do what you can as we progress throughout our practice. As you can see, I'm not wearing any special yoga clothes. I'm just wearing street clothes, and you can too. You don't need any special mats or props or anything for this practice except your safe, comfortable chair. That all being said, let's come into the present moment. Let's forget everything that's happened so far today or earlier this week. Let's not think about what we have to do later after this practice, but you have made the time to carve out for you to take care of yourself. And in our Western culture, sometimes we look at self-care as almost hedonistic, getting massages and facials and pedicures and taking yoga classes and Pilates classes and all of those things. And we don't want to wrap up taking care of ourselves in that feeling of guilt or shame, or I should be doing something else. But just take a moment here to maybe bring your hands to your heart and just bow your head down a moment and just show yourself some appreciation for being strong in taking care of yourself, for carving out the time to take care of your body, your mind, and your spirit through your yoga practice. That being said, let's go ahead and lift the head to the top of the shoulders and release the hands down to the thighs, and maybe close the eyes or take a soft gaze. And just press down into your feet. Feel the floor or the earth or the bottoms of your shoes on the soles of your feet. I'm not sure if Chris heard that or if you heard that, but I think my cat's farting around in my office. So we'll see what's up in there. Hopefully that can be edited out. Let's just take a moment with our hands on our thighs or knees to come into this space, pressing down onto the feet, maybe pressing onto the earth or the floor or the ground, or feeling the bottoms of your shoes on your soles. Taking your awareness to the palms of your hands where they connect with your body. Take your awareness to your sit bones where they connect with your chair. And then take your awareness to your spine and draw the spine up towards the sky, even as you press those sit bones down towards your chair. And notice how you just got a little bit taller. And from here, we'll roll the shoulders up towards the ears and back and down a couple of times. And the third time you do that, let's keep those shoulder blades all the way down the back, really anchored in, and tuck that chin so that the back of the neck is nice and long. And then notice your breath. Just notice where you notice it. Maybe you notice the air flowing in and out of your nostrils. Maybe that's not available to you if you've got allergies or a cold. So if you need to gently breathe through the mouth, go ahead and do that and just notice. Or you might notice your chest rising and falling with each full soft breath. Or you might notice the belly expanding and softening. And let's just find a nice balanced rhythm here with the breath. Maybe count to yourself how long it takes to inhale. It might be inhaling for 1, 2, 3, 4, and then match the length of that exhale to the length of your inhale. Exhaling for 1, 2, 3, 4. And your count might be 3 or 6. It doesn't really matter. We just are looking for a nice, balanced breath in, breath out. Maybe even notice at the top of the breath how you kind of pause before that next exhale. And maybe at the bottom of the exhale, you might notice a slight pause before the inhale begins again. Just see what you notice. Your breath is a message to you, letting you know if you're well, letting you know if you're calm or anxious. And you can use that breath as a message back to your body by maybe lengthening the inhale and the exhale to tell your body it's okay to be calm right now. Let's go ahead and find some gentle movement here. We'll just balance out the sides of the body. So let's inhale and send the right arm out in front of the shoulder, shoulder height. And we'll just find some nice healthy joint movement here. Let's just wiggle the fingers. And let's just open and close the fist. And then let's kind of rock back and forth in the wrist, drawing the fingertips up towards the sky and down towards the earth, moving as slow or fast as feels comfortable to you. And then we'll rotate the wrist in one direction, fist closed or open. And then we'll rotate in the opposite direction. And then we'll turn the palm up towards the sky and bend the elbow in, reaching back towards the shoulder. We're just moving that synovial fluid around in the joints here, getting them all nice and lubed up. The next time you touch your shoulder, let's open the elbow out towards the sky. Let's reach those fingertips upward like cactus arms, and we'll rock that arm up and down. So we've gotten into all the joints here in that right arm. And then we'll release the right palm down to the thigh. And just take a moment, eyes open or closed, reestablish that nice balanced breath and just notice the sensation in your right arm as compared to your left arm. Just noticing the balance or the imbalance that might be there. And we're just expanding our capacity to feel and be aware of what is going on in our bodies. And then when you're ready, we'll even things out, extend that left arm. We'll wiggle those fingers. We'll open and close them. We'll rock the wrist up and down. You might want to make a little fist and pretend you're riding a motorcycle. Vroom, vroom. And then we'll rotate the wrist in one direction and then the other. And then we'll turn that palm up to the sky and bring those fingertips towards the shoulder, opening and closing the elbow. And the next time we bring those fingertips back to the shoulder, let's just open the elbow out to the side, bring the fingertips up to cactus arms, and we'll just rock that arm up and down, getting the shoulder nice and lubricated. And you might find that your range of motion is different on the second side than it was on the first. That's okay, just be aware of that. And then release the left palm down and notice. Just notice what you feel. Notice where you feel it. And then we'll do the same thing with our legs today. So let's maybe hold on to your chair, maybe scoot a little forward or a little back, wherever you feel like you're nice and secure to the chair. You can sit up nice and tall. We'll extend the right foot out. And if the right foot doesn't want to come up this high, you can just rest the heel down to the earth. And we'll begin by just wiggling the toes. And then we'll point and flex the foot. And then we'll make some ankle rotations in one direction and then the other. And then we'll bend the knee, bringing the foot up and down. And if you have the heel resting on the floor, just slide the foot back and slide the foot out. And then we'll all bring the heel down to the earth, but we'll keep that foot flexed a little bit, and we'll just rock the knee out towards the side a little bit, getting a little bit of movement in the right hip. And then we'll bring that foot right back underneath the knee, release the hands to thighs or knees, and just notice what you feel in that right leg. Maybe it's activated, turned on, talking to you while the left leg is still nice and quiet. Speaking of the left leg, let's find that nice sturdy seat, heel up or down. We'll wiggle the toes. Whoops, a little harder to do on the non-dominant side. And point and flex the foot. And then we'll rotate the ankle in one direction. And you might notice some popping or squeezing. That could be air in the joints or maybe ligaments sliding around in there. And then we'll bend the knee and send the leg out long, heel up or down. And then we'll bring the heel down, flex those toes up towards the sky, and we'll just rock that hip a little bit from side to side. And then we'll plant that foot right back underneath the knee. And we'll just take a quick body scan, activating all of the areas of the body here. But now let's get into the spine. So let's use those arms. We'll inhale, bringing those arms up alongside the ears. Let's interlace the fingers here and bring the hands to the back of the head. Those thumbs can be pointed down the sides of the neck. And we're just going to lift the heart towards the sky, keeping the elbows nice and wide. And then we'll draw the belly button back, rounding chin towards chest, drawing those elbows towards one another. We'll inhale to open, coming into a seated cow. Exhale to round the back into a seated cat. If you find a spot that feels particularly good, feel free to just hang out there for a breath or two. Moving with your balanced breath, maybe inviting that count back in once again. And the next time we inhale to cow, let's release the hands and let those arms come all the way down. Let's roll the shoulders up and down and back a couple of times. And then we'll inhale the arms high to the sky once again. Let's interlace those fingers, but then switch the fingers so that your non-dominant index finger is in front. We'll bring the palms back behind the head here. And let's keep the back nice and straight and just bring the chin down towards the chest, keeping those elbows wide. And let's just find a little organic movement here. Maybe rocking your head a little bit from side to side, using your interlaced hands back there to give just a little bit more stretch along the neck. Or you might begin to kind of swim those elbows forward, drawing the left elbow forward and the right, getting some really juicy stretching in the neck. You might even want to kind of make figure eights in one direction and then the other. Moving as slowly or as fast as you like. You can draw those elbows in closer and notice how you get more of a stretch in the upper back and the shoulders. Couple more breaths, just kind of feeling it out and seeing what feels good to you. And then we'll inhale to lift the heart, release the hands, and bring the fingertips back down towards the earth. And then let's go ahead and find a little gentle twist here. So let's inhale the arms up high to the sky again, and then we'll just twist gently over towards the right, bringing that left hand to the right knee, bringing the right hand to the right hip or the chair, wherever it makes sense for your setup that you've got there today. And we'll just come back to the awareness of the spine and find length in that spine as it sort of twists like a strand of DNA. You might take your gaze back over that right shoulder. You might find a little more length with each inhale, and you might find a little more softness or a little more depth in your twist with every exhale. One more full breath right here. And then we're going to inhale those right fingertips high to the sky. Bring them all the way over towards the left knee so that you're crossing the right arm over the left and rounding back just like cow pose. Finding just a little bit of a difference in that back stretch than with our earlier cat pose. And then we'll inhale the arms high to the sky and exhale to twist left. We'll find that same really slow, gradual journey into our twist by inhaling, lengthen the spine, and exhaling to soften or deepen into that twist any amount more. Looking back over that left shoulder if that feels good to you. 2 more breaths here. Staying where you are, or maybe finding a little more softness or depth. And then we'll inhale those left fingertips high to the sky. Exhale to cross the left arm over the right, bringing the left fingertips to the knee as you round the back body and draw the belly button towards the spine. Bring that chin towards the chest. Big breath there. Stay for an exhale. And then inhale, straightening the back, reaching the arms up towards the sky. Big opening here, maybe finding a gentle back bend as you look up towards the sun. And then we'll exhale to release the fingertips down towards the earth. Let's just get a little bit of movement here in the legs before we end our short practice today. So maybe scooch a little farther forward towards the front of your chair, and we'll just find some real simple figure fours here. And you might cross that left ankle over the right, or you might cross the knees like a prim and proper sitting position here. Or you might bring that left ankle to the top of the right thigh, coming into full figure four. Let's just take that left elbow down to the left knee here. not directly on the joint, but maybe just above or just below it. And we'll just make a gentle fist here, or maybe an open palm. And just cradle the left side of your face in your palm or on the top of your closed fist. Maybe close your eyes here as you allow the gentle weight of your upper body to kind of push into that hip and find a little bit more opening. You can just rest that left hand anywhere on your legs that feels good to you. And then we'll go ahead and sit back up nice and tall here, and we'll find a couple more cat-cows. Inhaling cow, lifting the heart, lifting the gaze. Exhale, cat, rounding back, really pressing back into the shoulders and continuing to move like that with the breath. And just kind of notice as you come into cat, which we've done 3 different ways here today, how the different ways that our bodies are positioned create different stretches in different places across the back body. So if you're looking for a low back, mid back, or upper back cat, you know that you can adjust your body to get right where you need to be. And then we'll inhale to a nice tall spine here. Let's take that right hand to the top of the left knee and just find one more gentle twist here with that leg in its figure 4 position. Nice big inhale, and we'll exhale to unwind everything and just kind of shake the legs out, maybe tap them out, maybe make your downstairs neighbor crazy if you have some, or maybe they'll wonder what you're doing and come join you. And then we can cross that right ankle over the front of the left, or we can cross the legs, or we can find full figure 4. You can use your hands to help bring your right ankle up to the top of the left thigh here. And we'll just come into that nice tall spine. Maybe reestablish that beautiful balanced breath that you cultivated at the beginning of our practice. And let's go ahead and bring that right elbow down to just above or just below the right knee, finding a fist to rest your temple on, or maybe an open palm to rest your cheek on. Relax through the shoulders, allow the head to be heavy. And just kind of allow that right hip to open a little bit more using the weight of your upper body and gravity. You might even want to kind of move the elbow around a little bit in circles or up and down. See if you've got a tender place there that you can massage on the inside of that right thigh. And then we'll release that, coming into a nice tall seat once again. We'll inhale cow, exhale cat. Noticing again, because we've changed the position of our legs, that we get just a little bit different sensation, a little bit different action in the movement. And then we'll find a gentle twist to the right, bringing that left hand to the right knee and maybe looking back over the right shoulder. We'll take a full breath here. And then the next time you exhale, we'll go ahead and unwind and come all the way back to center. Now, I love to do the shoulder dip, so I would be remiss if we didn't do that today. So either take the knees out wide from your chair, or if you prefer, you can come to one corner of the chair and take the knees out nice and wide. And we'll just keep those ankles under the knees for now, but if you want to bring them out even wider, you certainly can, because this isn't a weight-bearing position. If the feet come out beyond the knee, that's okay here. And we'll just inhale that nice tall spine, and we'll exhale to dip the right shoulder towards the right knee. We'll inhale tall spine, Exhale, dipping that left shoulder to the left knee. And we'll just keep moving like this, finding your tall spine as you inhale up. Maybe pressing your hand to the inside of the thigh as you dip the shoulders down. Find that nice balanced breath and move as slowly as your breath dictates. We'll inhale back to that nice tall seat, and the next time we come down to the left, let's go ahead and release that right hand from the right knee, and we'll bring both hands over towards the left. And we'll just maybe allow the body to come a little closer to the left thigh. We could maybe even bring the left arm, the left shoulder, the left tricep to the inside of the left leg and reach the right fingertips up towards the sky. Opening the heart, maybe taking your gaze up towards the sky. We'll stay here for another full breath. And then we'll inhale to wiggle the fingers high to the sky. Exhale to rotate the body back over the left knee. And then we'll bring the right hand back to the right knee. Inhale to your tall spine. And then we'll exhale over the right knee. Let's release the left hand from the left knee, and we can interlace the fingers around the right knee. And maybe bring the belly a little bit closer to that right thigh. You can stay here, or you might bring that right arm to the inside of the right leg. Maybe the tricep, the shoulder, the elbow might touch the inside of that thigh. And then we can reach the left fingertips up towards the sky and really get a beautiful stretch in that left hip. Rotate the heart up towards the sun. Take your gaze up towards your fingertips. Keep that chin tucked to keep the neck nice and safe. One more inhale here as you wiggle the fingers, spread the arms wide. And then we'll release the left arm back down towards the right. Bring that left hand back to the left knee, the right hand to the right knee. And we'll inhale back up to a nice tall seat. And we'll exhale to come back to center. And let's just take a few moments here to do a little vibrating breath. So this is when we practice chanting Om, or we do any kind of humming or buzzing sounds or vibrating sounds, we stimulate the ventral vagal nerve, which is connected to every organ in our bodies. And it is, when it's stimulated, it can help us tap into that parasympathetic nervous system, which allows us to be calm, to sleep, to digest our food healthily. We always make better decisions when we're in a state of calm rather than fight or flight. So we don't have to necessarily chant Om though. We can do any kind of buzzing or vibrating. So we're going to do whatever feels good to you, a buzz, like taking the teeth together, doing something like zzz, or you might want to keep the lips together and hum. And we'll start here with the fingers interlaced, and we'll just bring them to the crown of the head. And we're going to do 3 breaths here. We'll take an inhale to prepare, and as we exhale, we'll hum or buzz. And just notice what you notice. If you feel any vibrations, any warmth, any tingling, just notice what you notice. So we'll inhale to prepare. Just let it fade away at the end. We'll do that 2 more times. Last time here. And then let's release the hands. Bring one hand and then the other over the heart. And we'll find 3 humming breaths here. So let's inhale to prepare. And last time, let's take the opposite hand that's on top to the belly, and then the hand that was on the heart to the top of that hand. And we'll find 3 buzzing breaths here. And then you can release the hands. Keep the eyes closed if you like, or you can bring them open. And just notice what you feel. You might notice slight temperature change, little tingling or buzzing in the hands. You might not notice any change at all. That's just fine too. You might notice you feel a little calmer, a little more at peace. And then let's bring those hands to heart center by inhaling the fingertips up towards the sky, maybe looking up for a gentle back bend. Bring the palms together and exhale, bringing those hands right down to your heart. You can press the thumbs into the sternum and lift the heart to the thumbs, activating that heart chakra, that awareness of yourself at the center of it all. And bow down gently in respect and appreciation for yourself and for those who have shared your practice with you today. The light within me sees, honors, and respects the light within you. Namaste.